Thank you, Maggie, for that report. And for Americans who are able to travel this holiday season, there is risk in gathering with friends and family as a slate of viruses known as the tripledemic spreads rapidly. Rates of COVID and the flu have risen in the past few weeks. And experts say that while RSV has already peaked, the number of cases is still high, particularly in children. I'm now joined by Dr. Peter Hotez, the co-director of vaccine development at Texas Children's Hospital. He is also the dean of the National School of Tropical Medicine at Baylor College of Medicine. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Hotez. So how concerned are you about this tripledemic, given the fact that, of course, we're seeing COVID, the flu, and RSV?
Well, we're starting to see some fluxes now, so things are starting to move both in a good way and in a bad way. In a good way, the number of cases of influenza, Yamiche, have started to plateau or even now declining. So flu activity is starting to decline, which we haven't seen too often, that it starts to decline this early. So it looks like it's peaked very early, and if this trajectory continues, it may decline as we head further into the winter. That's probably the only good news, because COVID-19 is now starting to go up, particularly in New York. Hospitalizations, case positivity, and here's the most important piece. There's one of the subvariants called XBB is climbing in New York. So about half the cases now are XBB. And the reason you need to know that is because the new bivalent booster has some cross protection against XBB, whereas the older immunizations that you had may not. So bottom line is really, really important that people get their new bivalent booster and get it as soon as you can.
And how important is it for someone to know exactly what they have if some of these symptoms may overlap?
Sometimes it's very hard, and you're absolutely right. There is a lot of clinical overlap, obviously, and there's a lot of now home testing available for COVID-19, so you can at least rule in or rule that out. With influenza, you'd have to go probably see your physician. Same with RSV. So if you certainly could do the COVID testing, but again, really important that you get your bivalent booster.
And I want to ask you about some NBC reporting that we have, which is that there's a shortage of medicine across the country, especially when it comes to children's pain relievers. How dangerous is that? Why is this happening? And what's your advice for parents who might be dealing with this?
Well, there's a lot of supply chain issues across the country, and so absence of some of the over-the-counter medicines. But, one of the things that you raised, though, is with COVID-19 and influenza is vaccinate your children. We're doing a very poor job in this country giving COVID immunizations and boosters, and now that bivalent booster is available for kids. So that's a very important piece to recognize. You want to take as many of these pathogens off the table as you can. So keep up to date with your influenza vaccine, get your bivalent booster, and for seniors and kids, you want to get your pneumococcal vaccine as well.
And if you're a parent who has a sick kid, but you can't find these medications that we're seeing shortages in, what should they do? What's the advice that you could give people who might be watching?
What I've been recommending is make sure that you have a phone number to call for your pediatrician, because you don't want to have things happen in the middle of the night and start to panic. So it's good to have a phone number for your pediatrician to keep in, or your pediatric nurse practitioner to keep in contact in case things start to go badly over the holidays. It's good to have that as a resource.
And you talked about making sure that you have your vaccines. I want to ask you, what else should people be doing as precautions as they get ready to gather and possibly see their families? What's the safest way to do that to celebrate the holidays?
Well, and now that the cases are really going up in New York City, and of course a lot of people like to go into New York City for the holidays. Clearly, if you're in crowded places, especially indoors, you want to put on masks. If you're seeing family members, especially those who are immunocompromised, you definitely want to get COVID testing before you interact with those individuals. And again, I know I sound like a bit of a broken record, but keeping up with your vaccines and boosters.
And that's important advice. There's also this strep warning for children. What more should parents know about that? And why is this maybe particularly dangerous if there is a child with strep in this moment?
Well, that's why, we're calling it a triple epidemic. I sometimes call it a septa or octo epidemic because you have other virus pathogens like metapneumovirus and you have pneumococcal, which is a bacterial pathogen, pneumococcus. But also, you're absolutely right. Group A beta hemolytic strep is going up that causes strep throat. Oftentimes, that's not accompanied by a cough. Sometimes it is. But if you have a child with high fever and a really sore throat, or even as an adult, have a low threshold for bringing your child to the pediatrician, getting medical care, getting a strep test, a culture, and going on an antibiotic, because that's one that really does benefit from antibiotics.
Is there any last advice that you would give people who are listening to you in the few seconds we have here?
Just that everyone's exhausted. No one wants to hear about COVID anymore. No one wants to hear about flu. Good news, flu going down. Yeah. COVID, though, still looks like it's ready for one more swing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Hotez, for all of your advice.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.